For the Simpleman Game Calls Cup Series. My name is Jake Little, alongside me Rick Rose. As always, Rick, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing awesome. I tell you what, we're up here in Michigan. We got a 2-mile track. We're going to be going over 200 miles per hour entering turn 1. It's going to get good today.
You know, let's hold on that note there as we're going to go down track side for the national anthem. And that concludes our pre-race ceremonies here as we're getting ready to grid up here for 88 laps of fast wheel-to-wheel action. And Rick, what do you expect to see a lot of side-by-side or a lot of single-file racing here tonight?
I think we're going to go side-by-side. These guys are racing for the playoffs. We have, 4 races left? It's going to get crazy.
It's just now getting started from here on out.
Yes. These people are racing for a shot.
Yeah, and the thing that one person we've been talking about nonstop these past few weeks is that number 32 of Andrew Bird, just pure domination here these past few weeks. Picked up his 6th win last weekend at Watkins Glen. He sits on the buzz pole here tonight. Do you think it's be another Andrew Bird show, or do you think someone else can knock him off here tonight?
I think I'm gonna be watching 2 people tonight. These 2 people are racing for a spot in the playoffs, so they're gonna be pushing extremely hard. They're gonna have their cars on the edge, and the people we're talking about are the number 1 Casey Heschel and the number 79 Danny Lowe. Those 2 are the drivers to watch tonight.
All right, do you want to dial up Casey here?
Let's go ahead and do that. The Rose up here at the Yellow Flag TV booth. You got a copy? Copy?
That's a good place for you, because you sure suck down here.
Anyways, we're going to keep this professional. You are racing for a spot in the playoffs. You are looking mighty slow. How do you think you're going to handle this?
Nah, I'll probably get wrecked.
Seriously, though, what is your strategy coming into this? I mean, Michigan is a fast track. You're going into turn 1 over 200 miles per hour. Are you going to hang out at the back? You're going to try to charge to the front?
I think I'm going to push it here at the start just to see what I have. I know I'm slow, but see what I have here and try to miss all these wrecks ahead of me that I know are going to happen coming out of 2.
I tell you what, we're going to be watching you up here at the booth and on TV with that number 1 Do USA car. Good luck out there.
It shouldn't be Dew SA. It should just be a white and green Mountain Dew.
Yeah, come on, Richard. Get with the program here, man.
Folks, that is what technology does to you.
All right, that was the number 1, Casey Heschel. He's rolling P19 here tonight. Times really, they're close, but then they start dropping off near the 20s. But you know, Richard, we're gonna go green flag here. Come to the green flag this time. Bye.
Yep, we're going to see what's going to happen here. Because turn 2 is going to be the spot we're going to have to watch tonight, folks. They're going to come out of there screaming. And I tell you what, let's see if we can get caution-free of this first one. Or who's going to be the first one to wreck. We don't know. Let's find out right here.
As the pace car drops down and the green flag's out.
As you're watching that, Andrew Bird takes off. Going into turn 1. As they're all getting up to power.
3 wide going into turn 1 there. Couldn't tell who that was. Battle for 3rd position already.
This is going to be the moment that's going to say everything coming out of turn 2. Looks like we survived, folks.
Now the question is, can they get through turns 3 and 4?
It looks like we are going to get a lap of racing here at the Michigan 175.
No surprise here. Edgeworth's going to lead the first lap. Aaron Fowler in 3rd, or 2nd rather. Matt Cherry's in 3rd. Kyle Fram 4th. And Brian Cornelius sits in the 5th position here. As there's single file here getting all strung out here. Here at Michigan is just like Pocono. Clean air is key. If you can keep your car out in the clean air, you are good to go. But, you know, who's to say Andrew doesn't get a good lead? The 2nd place car, Aaron Fowler, could get some of that clean air.
Yeah, we got him 3 wide right now. That is crazy.
And we're only on lap 3.
Folks, they are racing for playoffs right now. So, it's win or go home at this point.
Exactly, you know. We got
a wrecking on the backstretch. Justin Epperson. Caution is out. And I did not see the other 2 cars involved.
Let's
What do I think, Chris James? Oh, it wasn't.
It just looked like the 2 car got a little wide off of turn 2, bounced off the wall. He got loose.
He took Patrick Green with him.
Came right down in front of Patrick Green. Nowhere to go for the 8 machine, as well as the number 9 of Joshua Personette there. Just nowhere to go for those 2.
Yeah, the Daytona winner was involved. So we're going to wait for the official word to come down from our management. While we're doing that, how about we take our first break? We'll go ahead and get that cleared out of the way. We'll be back here for the Michigan 175, the Simpleman Game Call Series at Michigan International Speedway.
Back to the PureMichigan 175 Simpleman game calls Cup Series here at Michigan International Speedway. Lights are on the pace car. We got the 1 to go signal coming to the green this time by after a quick caution. We have 5 laps complete here. We get Andrew Bird sat on the pole, starting on the inside here. Aaron Fowler on the outside.
Yeah,
So,
for the people that are wondering, Justin Epperson in at number 2 did get the EOL, the end of line. So, turn 2, we talked about it. It happened.
I was getting to that. But no, it's everything. It's what I expected so far. They're gonna get.
I ruined your train of thoughts. I'm sorry.
It's alright. They'll be side by side, and then they'll get strung out, and we'll have a longer flag run. But they're going green this time by.
They're entering turn 3. They're getting ready. They're pulling that seat strap down in their computer chair.
AKC's up to 13th.
He is moving. Andy Lowe's in 16th, so.
As that Simpleman game calls, Cup Series pace car is going to take a hard left turn down in the pit lane. And green flag's out.
And as of right now, nobody is contending with Andrew Bird on these restarts. He looks like they're all standing still as he takes off.
He gets to the restart box and he is gone. He gets, he's one of the best restarters in this series.
As they're all screaming down the backstretch right now going into turn 3. We got some side-by-side racing back here in the, looks like the 10th, 11th spot. Getting all bundled up back here. We got Casey Heschel running back here with them. Right behind Jordan Beck.
As Matt Cherry just took over the second position from Aaron Fowler. And Aaron Fowler is under pressure from the 57 Kyle frame. And Aaron Taylor rides in the 5th position. A good run for Aaron Taylor so far here tonight.
Folks, we got action everywhere in this track. Now, they got one thing in their mind, and that's one thing only, and that's playoffs.
This is what I love about Michigan. It's a big track. It's like, you won't get the 5 wide restarts like you will at Pocono, but there's almost always there's action around the track until you get like a long green flag run, but that's really not important right now as we just went back to green.
Yeah, but you also have to start worrying about, because if you're planning for green flag runs, you got to start worrying about gas and tire wear and everything.
That is true.
So there's a lot of things that are going to be in the back of your mind.
What do you want? The question is, are you going to want to come in and get tires, or are you going to want to get fuel before tires, or what do you think these crew chiefs and drivers are trying to figure out if they want, when they want to come in, or what do they want when they come in? 2 versus 4, depending on what part of the race.
And that's one thing we're going to have to watch is, will somebody make that move and grab just 2 tires to get up to the front and hopefully hold somebody off for the win?
Yeah, that is very true, but at this point, no one's going to be able to hold off that 32 machine of Andrew Bird. He's, everywhere we go, he's been strong.
Yeah, it's like shades of Brian Hartford last year. People were going out racing for second. But we have seen it a lot this season, too, where Andrew Bird will come in with the pole, but then he gets caught up in something during the race, and it costs him. So that is something we're going to have to watch out for, too.
You're right. Whether it be him getting involved in another wreck or connection issues, he's been very known for his connection to go out during a race while he's leading. But I don't know, 12 laps in, and he's about a 9/10 second lead over Matt Cherry.
Yeah, and right now it's all under the give and take. You're 12 laps into a long race, so you don't want to risk anything. I mean, you look at the cars that have already wrecked, pushing it coming out of turn 2. So maybe that kind of slowed them down a bit. Like, whoa, we gotta wait and be there at the end.
So turn 2, turn 2 is a tricky corner to get off of, and it's not like turn 4 where when you come off it still arcs a little bit. Turn 2 goes from the radius of the corner to a straight line. So it's not like and it's going from the embankment to straight track. It's not like turn 4 where it still has that embankment and that the triangle. So that could also be an issue. People pushing it too hard off of turn 2. Maybe they should back off of turn 2 a little bit and drive harder off turn 4.
Yeah, one of the biggest things you also got to worry about is carrying your speed. You enter turn 1 flying. I mean, there's 215. I think we were seeing that people were entering turn 1 doing, and so you have to carry that speed somehow. So you got to get that car down, and you just have to let it roll through the corner.
Yeah.
You don't want to come out of turn 2. Did you see what happens?
And I was right along with the 4-car Matt Cherry. He rode into turn 1 at 209, so I'm right on board with the Andrew Bird machine right now to see what he can get here. Yeah, 207 for the Andrew Bird machine. So, they go from 209, 208, all the way down to 175. So,
that's kind of like me, folks. This track kind of scares me. So,
no, this track suits my driving style. Everything about it. I like the sweeping corners and whatnot, but hey, that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, even looking back here, around the top 10 area with Andrew Jones, Raymond Dormer, basically with Andrew Jones, Jordan Beck, and Casey Heschel, the 9, 10, and 11 spot, they're racing. I mean, even Chuck Phillips is sticking his nose in there. Those 4 have been going back and forth for the last couple of laps. And it's been pretty fun to watch.
And they have.
Chuck's he's been sticking his nose in there, backing off. And Casey's like, it was just a tip, and he keeps going. And Jordan Beck is loving
along.
Yeah. Jordan Beck is just loving seeing him fighting that back because he's pulling away inch by inch.
That is true. As one of our biggest movers here is, no surprise here, Josh Sturgill on the 17 car. Rolled off in the 27th position, currently sitting at 14th.
I tell you what, you always got to watch where he is. He's like that deadly spider that hangs out there that will just latch on at the last moment, kill you. You don't know what the heck happened, and now he's in victory lane.
That is true, and like I've said in previous races here, I've raced with Josh, I've raced with Brian Hartford, I've raced, with you, Richard. These people like Brian Hartford, You know, these people are definitely hard to pass. When they get around you, you're probably not going to get around them again during the race unless they get wrecked out, honestly.
That is true. I mean, if they get around you, you just got to tuck it behind them and follow them.
That is true. And, you know, as we're starting to get longer into this run, as we got a car through the grass, looks like to be it was a 0.5 of Aaron Fowler. He's going to keep it straight.
Yeah, I was going to say, no caution. We are good.
As he's going to keep it straight, but he's going to lose. He's going to go all the way back. Most likely the 24th position.
You think now these people are wishing they saved a little bit of tires? Is it starting to wear off yet?
You know, just before that, I was going to start to make a point. You know, we're coming on 20 laps into this run. When do you think we'll start seeing people coming in for tires? You know, you can go, you know, 38 to 42 laps on fuel, maybe 45, give or take a little bit. Do you think we'll kind of see, it's an 88 lap race, I think we're going to see people try to short pit it and kind of come in once and then try to get, hope for a caution or come in, gain an advantage, hope to get your lap back. You know, this is a track where, you know, you pit, you will go a lap down. There's no question about it. It's not like Watkins Glen, Sonoma, or any of those big tracks.
Yeah.
You know, Pocono. But I'm just trying to figure out what is going through these drivers' minds. And, you know, with me in that car, you know, my head will just be spinning 100 miles an hour. I wouldn't know what to do. But
it's the same with me. I mean, it's at this point to where you're just hoping that if something does happen, it doesn't collect you.
Yeah, you know, I guarantee you, you know, Adrian Bird, if he would come in, let's say around lap 30, I'm sure you will see Matt Cherry, Matt McLean, Brian Harford, Ryan Dormer, those top 5 guys. I'm sure I'll see him come down.
I'm going to tell you, if the leader comes in, it probably won't be until lap 35 to 37. And then he's going to, because as you're seeing right now, we're having this long green flag run. So it's possible at this track. So now you have to start planning for the green flag run. I mean, you're coming in at lap 35 to 37-ish. You get those fresh tires, fill her up with gas, and go. And I think you might be able to make it. It'll be cutting it close.
That's if we don't get another caution. Right?
That is true. But I tell you, one person that's hoping that caution comes out is that number 8 of Patrick Green. After he was involved in that early race wreck. Now at the back.
Yeah, he's currently riding in the 24th position. The first car 1 lap down.
Yeah, we see him right up there. Brian Cornelius and Aaron Fowler hanging out in the back. Patrick Green has always been fast. Always gets caught up in that stuff.
He's always been fast, but he's always, you know, caught up. He's always in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Exactly.
You know, I'm just looking. You know me, Richard. I'm all for seeing how, you know, lap times and how they fall off. To give you an idea, Andrew Bird, his best lap was a 37.61. And then this time by lap 24 is a 39.57. So within 25 laps, he's lost, or 24 laps rather, he's lost 2 seconds.
But how much is that? How much is? We got a lot of different theories on pitting. We got a car into the wall, though. Number 27. He's into the wall. Chuck Phillips connected with the wall on the backstretch.
Yeah, he was running in the 12th position.
He saved it though, folks.
But he's smoking now.
Pretty hard a couple of times.
So he's gonna have to bring that 27 machine down pit road here. There's a car behind him as well. Can't make out that number.
Now, here we go. I'm going back a little bit here, but I'm looking at this little thing happening right here between the number 1 and the number 17. Casey Heschel and Josh Sturgill. They are fighting for position right now. And those two, most heated discussions. I mean, Casey swore he's been out after him. Josh has been framed. So, this pitting. Number 79, short pit.
I didn't see Chuck Phillips. He was the one that got the wall. He uses fast repair to get that car all fixed up. But, I was looking. The 4-car Matt Cherry. He was starting to catch that the 32 car ever so slightly, but it seems like he's starting to back off and maybe trying to save fuel, and maybe he can try to not put as much in under the pit stop and hope for a shorter pit stop maybe and get out in front of Andrew Bird.
Yeah, and it's right now. I mean, they're just playing pit strategy. So we're waiting on bated breath to see when Andrew Bird, Matt Cherry, Matt McLean, the top 3, basically make their approach into pit lane. Folks.
As you got a wreck on the back, look. Looks to appear to involve the 24 machine of Aaron Taylor.
Oh, and it's involved the number 1 of Casey Heschel.
I'm
going to go back and watch this one, folks.
It's let 28 off of can't quite see it. Maybe there might have been contact. There was contact between the 1 and the 24.
I don't know what happened.
It kind of looked like I don't know if the 1 came up in front of the 24. No, they didn't pass each other. It looked like the 24, the 1 went to go let the 24 by, and the 1 just clipped them in the rear bumper.
Yeah, and I'm being told if we actually go watch the number 24. But the funny thing is, I don't know what's happening here, but I'm losing feeds right before the accident. So I can't see what happened.
No, it was just it looked like the 1 car was going to move out of the 24's way to let him by, and 24 didn't know what he was doing and just clipped him. As we do have pit stops, everyone coming down to get 4 fresh Goodyear tires and a full tank of Sunoco race fuel. While we're under caution here, guys, let's go on and take a quick commercial break here, and we'll be back here for the Pure Michigan 175.
We're back here at the Simpleman Game Calls 5. We're up here at the Yellow Flag TV booth, and we have a lot of heated stuff going down on the track. So it got pretty heated during the caution between Casey Heschel and Aaron Taylor. Aaron Taylor saying he moved out of the way. Casey Heschel saying he didn't. You guys seen it on the replay what happened. We don't even need to tell you what happened.
All of this that he said.
Exactly. But now we're looking at it. Pit strategy.
Now, there is, I don't know, do the math for me. 56 laps to go, am I right? Lap 32 of 88. About 56 to go.
Yeah.
The question is, we already know we can make it about 39 to 42, 43 laps of fuel, 45, 46 if you save. Do you think you see someone coming in about 20, 25 laps, hoping that would be the winning strategy? Because it could be if it goes green the rest of the way, or do you think that would give a disadvantage if you come in early?
I think coming early gets a disadvantage. I seriously do. And now you just got to play the caution, where you gotta wait and see what happens. Because right now the guy to beat is Andrew Bird.
Of course, you have to outthink the bird.
Yeah, the bird is the word, right? Yeah. Okay. I know where we're going with this one.
Hey, don't steal my theme song there. Anyway,
as we're getting ready to go green, though, folks. Pace car comes off turn 4.
Andrew Bird's theme song. Pace cars
left.
in,
Yeah, there we go.
And pedal to the metal. Andrew Bird's gone.
And Andrew Bird says the bird is the word. I'm gone. Folks, he's the guy to beat tonight. He's been a guy to beat for many weeks.
He's been the guy to beat
who
since
steps up.
February.
You got to see what happens, though. And you're looking. You got a lot of heated stuff that happened back here in the back. And now Casey Heschel, is he going to start pushing it?
It's got battle for second. Sorry, Matt McLean battling up there with Matt Cherry. The Matt duo battling for the second position here. Trying to get everything you can get under this restart. As caution's out. I thought. Yeah.
Gotta catch this one, folks. We did not see anything happen.
Oh, I think I know who might involve.
Who was it?
It was the Josh Sturgill.
Josh Sturgill.
But he had help, it looks like. They were 3 wide going into the turn. And there was contact. It looked like the 42 just came up and drilled him.
The 42 says, I don't need no brakes.
It was Patrick Green on the inside, Chris James in the middle, and Josh Sturgill on the outside. And I'm just trying to think if, I don't know. going in, it was turn 3, lap 33, so I don't know. Chris James just got really tight and couldn't steer. But I don't know. That's very unfortunate for the 17 car, as it kind of just looked like he just got taken out.
Yeah, and you know, it looks like that when we're watching it, we're like the people behind the microphone saying it, but going through their mind, these guys are racing for playoffs, and maybe the number 42 just pushed it a little too hard. It probably wasn't intentional. If it was, I'd like to speak to him because we like to get that on air, but this race is sponsored by Simpleman Game Calls.
And pit road is open. Who we're going to see come in here? None of the top cars here, is you're still going to have to come in at least once more after this. So I see people towards the back coming in. We're getting word of the
EOL, number 42, yep. Chris James. There you go. Sorry, you were saying it right as I was.
Yep, it's all right.
It was like we were on a script. It is his first of the night.
Don't give away the secrets.
Oh, sorry, folks.
Come on, I already know you get paid and I don't, so it's okay.
Folks, that's what happens when they give me alcohol up here in the booth. I let stuff slip that's not supposed to be put out there.
I'm sober. But anyway.
They got to put the responsible guy up here with me, folks. That's all I'm saying. They know if they gave me just everything, the run of everything, this broadcast would not happen, and Pedro would be bald. Pedro's our producer, so...
And, you know, I honestly don't know how he puts up with the both of us.
But we're having a pretty good race here. I mean, what is it, third caution? Michigan 175 presented by the Simpleman Game Calls.
Yes, and you know what?
You go to the Simpleman Game Calls website, and you order a Simpleman Game Call, and put in the keyword oval. You'll get 10% off. Story.
Yeah,
you were bracing for impact. I heard it.
I was waiting for you to say your little story about the game calls.
My cousin bought a Simpleman Game Calls duck call, and he was taking that sucker home, and he pulled up to this four-way stop. He's like, "Oh, there's a field over there." So he stuck his head out and he took that game call and he started like doing his thing into it, blowing it and making that noise. About a mile down the road, this cop comes flying up behind him, throws his lights on. My cousin's like, "What the heck's going on? Why am I being pulled over?" So he pulls over, the cop walks up to the window and says, "You know why I pulled you over?" Cousin's like, "I have no idea." And he said, "You stopped right next to me, stuck your head out the window and took a hit off that pipe." Folks, it was a Simpleman Game Calls, but ducks.
Okay. It's time. Richard, you should know what I'm doing by this. It's time for fun fact trivia time.
We got to get some music for this.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready?
Let's go.
All right. It's a two-part question.
I'm not even gonna get the first one. Okay.
All right. Who has the most cup pulls here at Michigan Speedway, and how many? How many?
Oh, man, you know what? I don't know why, but I want to say Brad Keselowski.
No. Yeah.
I don't know why he
all right,
because
all right.
Brad's always fast at Michigan.
I'll give you the driver that has won the most pulls.
Wait, is it Andrew Bird?
No. I'm talking about the most pulls at Michigan Speedway.
Shh. Okay, go ahead.
David Pearson. You're probably thinking, who the hell is that?
Know who that is? That's why I was like, wow, that's old.
But how many did he won? Or how many did he win, rather?
How many did he won? Folks,
Yeah,
we're on the backstretch for the start. I would think 9 or 10.
How many?
9 or 10.
10.
Okay, I can get that right.
You got half the question right.
I would never thought David Pearson. But I tell you what, folks, we're going to get away from all this because we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing. You were stuck with bad story time from Rick and trivia from Jake.
Me and my lame trivia.
This is why we get paid the big bucks, folks, as we're going into turn 4.
That's my lame segment for tonight anyway, but you're right, as the pace car driven by our... Okay. Pace car's gonna dive down here, and green flag is gonna be out here, and Angebird once again is gone. But
halfway mark though, and people are gonna have to start pushing, especially the ones that want a spot in the playoffs. So we're gonna have to start watching this.
As there are only 5 spots locked in, still got 11 spots available.
Yeah, Matt McLean looked like he wanted to look, but then he tucked back in. So that's a race for second. Oh, we got a wreck! Coming out of turn 4, car around! Caution is out. Did not catch the number on that, folks. We're going to try to get back and watch that.
That was the number 70 of Raymond Dormore. And let's see. He just got loose. He got loose, and then he looked like he had it saved, and then I can't make out the one behind him.
I tell you what.
That was the 0-4 back. He just clipped him.
Are inside this whole thing. We're going to have to check on Patrick Green. That number 8, I bet you he needs a change of underwear. Right in front of him. And I don't know how he missed that.
Hey, you should take a look to see who's up in the 6th position.
Casey Heschel, yeah, he's running up there. I'm telling you. He's like a widow. He's a widow maker.
I don't know.
You never know where he's going to be. He just kind of he lets the wrecks happen, and he's up there. But I tell you what, folks, let's go ahead. We're going to take a break. We're going to get away from this so you don't get stuck with trivia from us again. We'll be back. The Simpleman game called Cup Series, Michigan, Pure Michigan 175 here at Michigan International Speedway.
everybody, this is Kevin, co-host of The Buzz on ztalkradio.com, and you can catch me and my co-host Molly Spence live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central. We talk about all topics, be it paranormal, cryptozoology, aliens, UFOs, abductions, oh good lord, we cover it all, even the occasional conspiracy theory. Again, catch me live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ztalkradio.com.
And I hope everyone enjoyed their little break there, as we're going to come back here to the one to go for the Pure Michigan 175. And we did have some cars come down pit road, and it appears the 4 of Matt Cherry was the first one off of the pit lane. So, we got about 40. Oh, we're gonna have 47 laps to go here. So,
tell you what,
it'll
look
be
at this.
close on fuel, but at this rate, I honestly think we will have at least 1 or 2 more cautions.
Look who is sitting up in the 6th position.
Oh, wait. Let me guess. Patrick Green.
Yes.
Man, and look who's in the 7th position.
We just, yeah. Tim.
Yeah.
H.
Tim Hockenbruckner. Something like that.
And then number 9, Danny Lowe.
Yeah, he's working his way back up, and we are getting word that the 04 car of Jordan Beck got the EOL, but he disconnected from the server.
And as we're back to green flag racing here at the Pure Michigan 175. And Andrew Bird once again says,
See ya.
is there anybody out there that's going to be fast enough to catch Andrew Bird?
I'm not sure, honestly. I'm back in the pack watching that 4 car Matt Cherry. He was the first one that got fuel. I don't think he so much went down there for tires. I think he just went down there for fuel. But maybe, he goes, you know what, might as well slap on 4 fresh tires here. Him and Casey Heschel are trying to negotiate their way through the pack.
I'm telling you, the people that I'm watching, right here, you got a pack of 3 that's happening with Patrick Green, Danny Lowe, Dustin Majewski. These guys, even Josh Sturgill is back there in that pack. I mean, you got basically 3 video motorsports guys running up in the top 10. It's an awesome day for them right now. There's a wrecking going on! That Brian Harford.
What were you just talking about, the Z-Talk machines?
We're not going to bring that up, folks. I don't know. Who got into the back of Brian? Somebody got into the back of Brian Harford.
I'm trying to find that as we speak. With a stack up going into watching from that Danny Lowe angle.
If it wasn't Brian Harford, I'm sorry.
Sorry folks, we're trying to find where this is going on here.
It is it was the number 14, Tim Hockenbruckner.
Yeah, he got, I don't know what happened to the 79.
Looked like the 75 caught him, which pushed Tim into Josh. See, the reason why I thought it was Brian Hartford, because it was a red and white car. So, I don't know what happened there, but it just seemed like it got out of control quick.
The 14 got a huge run on the 79, couldn't go anywhere with it, checked up, and then the 75 got in the back of the 14, and that just what started the whole melee there. And unfortunately, that's gonna end Aaron Fowler's night, and it's gonna end, probably Josh Sturgill's night and Tim Hockenberger's night, unfortunately.
Yeah, and just so everything is correct, Brian Hartford was not involved. Brian Hartford is sitting third. I do apologize for getting that all wrong. I seen a number 70 car. I didn't see the second number, and I just automatically assumed it was Brian Hartford because it's up near the front. I'm setting the beer down.
As we're going to have a new leader for the first time here tonight.
Kyle Frame.
Kyle Frame's the leader. Andrew Bird had to pit. So let's see who else. Him. Obviously the 75.
Yeah, and this is coming straight down from the Oval Racing Series. The EOL is going to the number 75 of Hunter Hines. It will be his first of the night, folks. But you have Brian Hartford creeping in the third position.
But, I really like what Andrew Bird is doing here. We're coming to 40 laps to go. He knows everyone else will have to make it at least one more time, hit one more time. He's hoping this thing goes green to that and he'll come out the winner.
I'm telling you what, I'm looking at the past racing that's happened here in the history. We're going to have at least 2 more cautions.
Now, I'm not aware. Who won here back in June, Richard?
This is a good question. Back in June, it was probably Andrew Bird, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. I wasn't around then. Yeah, this will line up. Kyle Fram will be the leader. Kyle Fram will be the leader. Restarting second is Andrew Jones. Third, Brian Hartford. Fourth, Dustin Lewis. Gary Good run for him going on tonight. Started in the 23rd position. Patrick Green is a good recovery here. 65th position. Danny Lowe, 6th. Matt Cherry, after pitting a couple cautions ago, back to 7th. Chuck Phillips. Good recovery for his 15th position. Kyle Trita. Good run for his 12th position. Casey Heschel. He's going to be starting the 10th position. 11th was it Robert Dudley. 12th, Chris James, Sam Niederhelm, and 13th, Justin Epperson, and 14th, Andrew Bird's going to be starting in the 15th position. Aaron Taylor, Raymond Dormer, Hunter Hines. The remaining cars on the lead lap. First car 1 lap down is 88 Machine Matt McLean. 19.
We have 1 lap to go coming up to this, correct?
As far as I know, they're coming to the green. I didn't hear anything.
No green, no green. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to get down here. We're going to get inside somebody's head. Hey, Danny Lowe, this is Richard Rose, Yellow Flight TV booth. You got a copy? Copy?
Yeah, what's going on, Richard?
So you are currently sitting up in the 6th spot. Well, now you've been kind of hanging out around there. What's your strategy, and what are you thinking right now?
I have tried different pit strategies to see what happens, and I'm just in dodge mode right now, and hope I can stay up here at the front and keep Andrew behind everybody.
That is true. I tell you, we keep following that number 71 Z-Talk car. You might just be up at the front before you know it. You want to give a shout out to anybody before we go back green?
ZTalkRadio.com, The Buzz, Low in Order on Z-Talk Radio, and I'm both my teammates on Z-Talk Radio Motorsports.
There we go, folks. You're hearing it. We are going to be going green this time by.
Hey, Richard.
Oh, hit me.
Oh. Alright, it's working. I thought my Thought my mic wasn't working.
Oh, I thought you were going to throw a trivia at me. I was like, I'm going to need a drink for this one, folks.
No, I thought my mic wasn't working. Anyway.
I'll tell you what, for the first time tonight, we are going to see a brand new leader, folks. That number's 57 of Kyle Frame.
We're going to have 38 laps to go here.
As that pace car takes a hard left. Out.
And the green flag is
Kyle
out.
Frame takes off. That clean air is helping everybody. Question is, how long till Andrew Bird comes back?
Yeah, how long? He restarts in the 13th position. Oh, almost forced his way through there under the 55 of Sam Niederhelm there.
Tony, folks, if you love racing, it's going to happen here.
Kyle Treetown just barely touched the wall there, as I'm right on board with the 32 of Andrew Bird, as he's already cracked the top 10, it looks like.
He's going to be somebody to watch, folks.
Keep in mind, he also has those 4 fresh tires. How much is that going to give an advantage? How many laps will he be able to run before they start falling off?
Yeah, he's getting all he can right now.
Oh, he's far around Chuck Phillips, and he saves it. Right in front of the 32 car.
There will be no caution for that, folks.
As Kyle Treetown is going to make it 3 wide, well, 2 wide now, underneath the 32 car. Man, the 32 car just avoided 2 race-ending collisions there, and he's probably thinking, man, maybe I shouldn't have came in pit road.
Yeah, because right now you're like a magnet for this stuff, and
you know, I'm watching him. He's sitting in the 8th position, 3 seconds behind our leader Kyle Frame, and
Ryan Hartford has moved up to 2nd, folks. Any catch Kyle Frame though?
It just depends on how hard Kyle Frame's pushing his tires right now. Is he pushing them hard enough to get this big lead? But you know, if he pushes it too hard, you know, Ryan Hartford will be right there on his back bumper. But you know, with Andrew Bird having those 4 fresh Goodyear tires, you know, he was 3 seconds back that last lap and 32.4. So he's picking up like half a second towards a whole second. Half a second to 6/10 every lap. So keep my eye on that 32 car.
Yeah, these other people, I mean, you're going all the way back here to the 10th spot, and you have Casey Heschel underneath of Josh Sturgill. These cars are beating and banging back here, folks. They're racing for playoff. So it's like, hey, you know what? If you ain't going to move and I'm faster, I'm going to move you.
Yeah.
Watch out for him.
You know, another guy we've been talking a lot about right in front of the 32 machine is the 64 car of Andrew Jones. He's been very, very, very consistent this season, and he's getting better and better every week. Look out for him to be a contender to win one of these races in the next few weeks.
And the guy that we've been talking about this whole time, Andrew Bird, is on a rail, folks. I'm telling you, get some timers on him, because he's flying.
I've been watching, you know, his interval. 2 laps ago, he was 2.321. This time, he's 2.310. So now I think he's kind of settled in. But as these other guys in front of him gets more laps on their tires, they're not going to be able to rotate as well as 32 car will. So that's where he's going to beat these other guys.
Yeah, and so you're going to have to, I mean, now you got these people coming in that are going to have to start thinking about fuel. They're going to have to start thinking about their quick stop for tires. Because
Right.
Andrew Bird's proving right now that tires make a difference.
And he's just moved up to the 4th position, passing Brian Hartford. As, you know, Patrick Green and Matt Cherry are battling for the 2nd position.
Yeah, Patrick Green put on a block on Matt Cherry.
But, you know,
and Matt said, this ain't working, son. I'm going around you.
But, you know, here comes that 32 machine. He's going to probably get 2nd going into turn 1. He's trying to go to the inside, try to go to the outside.
And he said, I'm going to go to the inside. This guy, I'm telling you what, if I was a betting man, we're going to see Andrew Bird back up, fighting for the win within the next 15 laps.
Yeah, he's slowly cutting that lead down.
Oh, and he takes that hard left. Patrick Green says, not right now.
Patrick Green's like, you know what we talked about earlier. He gets passed by the 32. He's not gonna be able to get by him again. So
yeah, and
he's racing like he's at Daytona and Talladega right now, just blocking any way he can.
You have to.
But
You're racing for position right here.
Yes. Meanwhile, while he's doing that, he's letting the 57 car get away. As he has a 1.5 second lead over the 4 car Matt Cherry. As the 8 car, he's going to try to block him.
Oh, Andrew Bird let off there, folks. I don't know if you were watching that, but he could have taken that 3 wide.
Andrew Bird's just getting really irritated right now. He's going to make it 3 wide right in the middle as he gets cut down by the 4.
Faster than you guys. Get the heck out of my way. I'm going to the front.
Because
they ain't letting it happen.
Yep. They know if he gets by, they can just kiss that race goodbye as he's going to get to the outside of the 4 Matt Cherry.
Matt Cherry says, you can't have your cake and eat it too. I'm going to fight you.
Oh, getting close.
They are beating and banging a little bit, folks. A little bit of side drafting at 200 miles per hour. And Patrick Green says, I want some of this cake. He sticks his nose in there.
But if Patrick Green can, somehow lock bumpers with that 4 car, they're going to get by him.
Yeah, and you're also seeing here where they're a little bit, but that side drafting, he's not able to pull away. That number 4 is keeping him at bay with that side drafting.
Oh, they almost touched there.
You see a little bit of loosey-goosey. Look at that side drafting happening, going down the backstretch. Matt Cherry got a run there.
And Matt Cherry, with
Patrick Green, yeah.
Yeah, Patrick Green. He almost
that could have been ugly
there. But 2 laps ago, the 4 car and 32 car were both 1.7 seconds back. Now they are 1.3 seconds back. So,
and unfortunately now Andrew Bird says, I got to go.
The 4 car, he's not going to give up here. He's going to go back down the inside.
Folks, we have a race here going down the backstretch. That Matt Cherry and Andrew Bird, they are drag racing.
You know what race this reminds me of, Richard?
What is that?
Back to 2007 at Phoenix with Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart when they're battling for the lead, going back and forth every lap.
I tell you, as all this is happening, Kyle Frame's loving seeing this. Because he keeps pulling away a little bit at a time.
They are closing in, though, Richard. Matt Cherry and Andrew Bird are both closing in. They're down to 1 second now.
Car to the wall! Matt Cherry's around! Caution is out, folks. Just when it's getting good. What happened there?
I'm not sure if maybe there's some. No, because the
Did he get shoved up, folks?
32 forced him into the wall there.
Oh, yeah.
32 just totally did not leave him any room and puts him into the wall.
I tell you what, let's go ahead and go live with that number 4. That'll tell you everything you want to see. Folks, this is what happens when you're racing for playoffs. If you want it, you gotta take it.
That 32 car is not making any friends out there. Remember back in New Hampshire just a few weeks ago. had a run-in with 88 Matt McLean going for the win there now today.
Ooh, they're going to give the ear wall to Matt Cherry, the number 4.
I don't know about that one, but he was the cause of the caution, and I do trust.
I tell you,
I trust Tommy Reed on all these calls, but
Yellow Flag booth, don't shy away from controversy. Matt Cherry, Richard Rose, Yellow Flag TV booth. You got a copy? Copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
I tell you what, these last 2 or 3 laps, we have been watching you and talking about how fast you, Andrew Bird, and Patrick Green were looking. And then coming out of turn 2, that happened. What happened? What happened? What did you see?
Well, I was trying to make something work up there on the high side, and I ended up getting tight. I slammed the outside wall, and I almost got into the 32 there, but I yanked it back. Ended up smacking the wall again.
So did you, is that your first, did you use your fast repair already? You got that fast repair? Are you going to be able to get back up there and race for the lead?
Yeah, we'll be back to the front. I just used my fast repair, so we're good.
I tell you what, we'll be watching up here in the booth. Go out there and get them some. You heard it there, folks. I guess he's taking all, and it's a good thing to do. He took all responsibility. But did he get forced up? Hey, I don't know. We're just up here being armchair quarterbacks and watching it, so.
Alright guys, while we're under caution, we're going to take another quick break here, and we'll be back live for the Pure Michigan 175.
Hey everybody, do you like a good ghost story? How about an alien abduction story? How about spiritual healing? Do angels really exist? Can people be possessed by demons? Are artifacts really possessed by spirits of the dead? Hey, do Ouija boards really work? Or are conspiracy theories true? You can find out every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central by listening to The Buzz, co-hosted by me and my co-host Molly Spence. We're live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central. Now, let's get back to the race and see if our car, the Buzz car number 79, driven by Danny Lowe, let's watch it win.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Pure Michigan 175 Swing Game Calls Cup Series. My name's Jake Little. Once again, if you're just joining, I'm joined alongside Rick Rose, and it's been an exciting one so far here. And we have our third different leader here, the 75 of Hunter Hines, did not pit under this caution, so I don't know how this is going to work out for him, Richard, but
I tell you what, we're fixing to watch it go down.
I hate to say it, but he's probably
He's
not
a sitting
gonna
duck. He's a
not
sitting
gonna
duck
last.
right now. He is a sitting duck. It's going to happen.
I hate to pinpoint people and I hate to call people out, but
Hey, man, if you're going to make a bull move like that, that's a bull move, Cotton. Let's see how it works out, right?
just don't spin your tires.
And he kind of spun him there as that green flag comes out. Kyle Frame takes off. But the Pearson we're watching is at number 32. Sitting in the 4th position. Going for 3rd.
Under that,
He's looking quick. I think we're going to have a battle now.
but you know,
Hunter Hines is
Will-
into the wall. Cars are into him. They're wrecking going into 3. Caution is out. And they got ugly quick, folks. That was literally like I seen the the 3rd position car wreck. Casey Heschel is up in the top 3 now. I think 4th. I think, oh my God. All started from Hunter Hines hitting the wall.
yeah, but they're 3 wide going into turn 3 here. Around, I'm right on board with the Patrick Green machine.
That's where the secondary wreck happened.
Who the 70 car went. The 8 car just plows into the 70. Hate to tell you this, but KC was involved in this one.
Yes, his hood is bent up a tiny bit.
4.
Sturgill has disconnected, folks.
But I hate to say it. I think that, you know, the 8 car, he had a run, and he just plowed him. But
Yeah, what happened there, we will never know.
I don't know what that.
Hunter did get his 2nd EOL of the night, which means he is disqualified. Folks, here in the Oval Racing League, 2 end-of-line penalties. And if I am not mistaken, suspended the next week.
You know, honestly, I should know this by now, but I don't.
I am now reaching out to the Oval Racing Management to find that out. And it does come with a week suspension, folks. Owner's mouth. He said yes. Oh, I'm telling you, it's turning out to be one heck of a race right up in here. I mean, just that top 10 is looking good. But can Kyle Frame hold off Andrew Bird? That is the question.
That is the number 1 question.
I mean, you've got people sitting here in the 3rd position that has not won yet an oval. He has come close so many times. He's just not been there, and he's sitting in the 3rd position. I mean, we have, 18 laps to go. He also has his buddy hanging out right behind him, who already has a win at Daytona. So is Patrick Green going to drop down and try to help Casey, or will he try to go for a 2nd win? And then you got Brian Hartford and Kyle Trito. These people just hanging out. I'm telling you, if you love racing tonight, it's a Tuesday night. We got about 15, 16, 17, I don't know. We got them laps to go. Grab you a beer, sit down, buckle in. It's going to be one heck of a ride here at the end.
That is true, and you know, I don't know. It's gonna if anyone's gonna beat that 32 machine of not Aaron Fowler, excuse me, Andrew Bird, it's gonna be that 57 car. If the
Kyle
57
Frame
wants to win this, they have Kyle Frame. He has to get a perfect restart here. We already know that Andrew Bird is perfect at these restarts.
But now they're asking Kyle Frame. Did he take the outside? It looks like he took the outside.
So the question is outside, inside. He's gonna go to the outside.
This restart right here gonna make or break the race. I feel it.
Now, the only thing is, if Kyle Fram does not get a good restart here, and Andrew Bird can keep side by side with him, Andrew Bird will most likely come out in the leader. Just because the preferred group here is right in the middle group. If Kyle Fram can pinch him down enough and not make him loose and take himself out as well, he could come away as leader. But I see Andrew Bird coming away with the lead after turn 2 if he can keep side by side with Kyle Fram.
It is going to be a drag race down the backstretch.
That is for sure.
You also have people that are very hungry behind him.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
So, it's you don't think that number 1, Casey Heschel, will not move you for the win?
Oh, he will. I've raced with him before, and I know you know him very well, Richard.
I tell you what, come to see racing, folks. It is Tuesday night, Simpleman Game Call Series, PureMichigan 175.
16 laps to go. 16 laps to go. 32 miles range here, but PureMichigan 175.
As the pace car turns off. Green flag is out. Kyle Frame. Right now he's got the lead. Bad thing is, it looks like Casey Heschel spun his tires and he's not getting the speed he needs. But Patrick Green says, don't worry, buddy, I got him for you, as he pulls up to the 3rd position.
So yeah, Patrick Green, what a great restart by Patrick Green.
Yeah, Casey Heschel is falling back. That is something we did not want to see. But the top 3, Kyle Frame, Andrew Bird, and Patrick Green. Folks, don't forget, Patrick Green was just lapped down. How many laps ago?
Yeah, not too long ago. He was involved in one of the earlier cautions. And look at that. Now he's up here battling for the win here with less than about 15 laps to go.
As it looks right now, can't hold off Andrew Bird. But it's Andrew Bird sitting back, letting him make the mistake. That is the question. There's a 3 wide going down the back stretch. Folks, it's happening everywhere. There's action everywhere.
Yeah, it is crunch time. We're coming down to 14 laps to go here at Michigan National Speedway, the PureMichigan 175. Now, I really believe Andrew Bird is letting Kyle Fram use up his tires. I think Andrew Bird is saving just enough where he's letting Kyle Fram use up his stuff, and then with about 10 laps to go, he's gonna just drive right by him.
Yeah, and folks, just to let you know, Casey Heschel's fallen all the way back to 14th. And another person that's put their nose into this thing and is kind of hanging out there is Brian Hartford, the number 71. I mean, you got all kinds of people. They're itching for either the first win or they're just a dominating factor of the season, like Andrew Bird.
But keep in mind, Andrew Bird, he's going for his 8th win.
Yeah, but he has to get around Kyle Frame, as Kyle Frame is coming up to lap traffic.
Kyle Fram, he
I
will
stand
block
corrected.
you.
I am sorry. I was a couple of cars back. So, as I come through the trial, Kyle Frame does have the lead. As we look at it right now, he's face up.
You messed up, AA Ron.
There's so much action happening everywhere. I feel like I gotta watch it all.
That is true, but Andrew Bird's putting the
Bird's
pressure.
looking. He is looking.
He's putting the pressure on the 57.
Now, Fred, he's looking fast right now. If he can hold off Andrew Bird, this will be a highly impressive win.
What I noticed is Andrew Bird, he's driving in a lot deeper than the 57. What the 57 is doing, I think he's trying to save. As he's coming up, he's going to look to the inside.
Andrew Bird looks to the inside, going into turn 3. And it looks like he's going to have first place.
Push him up the track.
Did Kyle Frame kind of let him give and take? I mean, you got, what, 11 laps coming up, 10 laps to go?
I just kind of wonder is if Kyle Fram will just ride behind him. He goes, you know what, you want to use up your tires? Go right ahead.
You can't forget about the number 8 lurking in 3rd position. One mistake, does have to win.
One mistake and it is done as we're coming back to 9 laps to go here.
We got a wreck on the backstretch, folks.
That should
Caution
bring
is
out
out.
the caution.
I tell you what, let's go ahead. I did not want to hear that, folks. It is Casey Hesher, the number 1. He is still number 1 in my heart. We're going to go ahead and take a break and we'll discuss this caution when we come back. Simpleman Game Call Cup Series, PureMichigan 175, Tuesday night, Oval Racing League. Right back. Simpleman Game Call Cut Series. I can't even get this. Got it. All right. commercial break, okay? We're like, Kyle Bird's gonna win, blah, 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 blah. Kyle Bird pits. So now we're looking at it. Patrick Green is in the lead with Dustin Majewski, Raymond Dormer, Aaron Taylor. That's like your top. What is going on here?
I've never heard. Wait. I got to stop you here. I've never heard of Kyle Bird.
Oh, Andrew Bird.
You said Kyle Bird, bud.
I'm looking at all the names here, folks. There was so much of a mix-up. Like,
okay, so it's finally refreshed.
We're gonna give the viewers a little Okay, so we're in commercial. We're hanging out. We're talking about Victoria's Secret models and what they should wear to the next show. And then also a producer comes across and says, "Hey, y'all, look on pit road. Andrew Bird's here." So we're sitting here like,
what?
Oh. We go to look at the lineup.
Yeah.
We're like, Patrick Green? Yeah. Dustin Majewski, Raymond Dormer, Aaron Chris James, Chuck Phillips, Sam Warren.
What?
So, folks, this race just got interesting. Andrew Bird is sitting 8th. We're going to have, 5 laps to go at this green?
We're going to have... I'm trying to think. We're coming to 5 to go right now. We're going to get 4 to go coming to the green.
But basically...
Oh, sorry. I got to learn how to do math first.
Andrew Bird... We're going to have 5 to go at the green. All right, we're listening to our producer. Because Andrew Bird's sitting back here right now in the 8th position. Folks, we're going to have to watch this boy because he's going to have to take off. And he is hoping there isn't another caution.
Maybe Andrew Bird knows something we don't know.
What?
Maybe
Here's
Harry.
The thing.
Maybe wait. Maybe Harry Hyde put some special match box tires on his car.
You never know. But here's the thing. We can't. That number 70 of Raymond Dormer.
He's been involved in 2 cautions today.
I know, but he wins, he's in.
That is true. Patrick Green, he already has a win. Dustin Majewski, I never would have thought that, these guys would be up here battling at the end of this race. I thought it would be, Andrew Bird wouldn't have hit it, but maybe he came in because he thought more people would have came in with him. But
so coming out, we're going to be going green with 5 laps to go. The top 6 is on old tires, and cautions will be extremely limited. Oh, if it's absolutely necessary. Yes, we're going into turn 3. Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna be riding on board with the 32 car just to,
can't take this.
I'm gonna ride on board with this 32 car and see him watch him negotiate his way through this traffic.
They're already beating and banging, folks.
Like, come on, let's get this thing going.
Aaron Taylor wants to go.
And
the
green flag is out.
Drops. Patrick Green says, "See ya."
Wouldn't want to be ya.
Oh man, folks. To the inside. Look, I'm telling you, the caution ends this. Raymond Dormer is sitting 2nd. Truck racer.
I don't know,
is
boys.
Looking at winning this thing. They're wrecking out of. Aaron Taylor's around.
Andrew Bird's involved.
Big wreck. Andrew Bird.
Oh boy.
I don't hear anything about a caution yet. Cars are flipping. That should bring out the caution.
As we're gonna have a battle for the lead coming up here.
There is no caution yet.
Oh, here comes Raymond Dormer. Down to the inside.
Gotta take it. Raymond Dormer to the inside. Caution, but there wasn't. Patrick Green's like, man, what's it gonna take? We had cars flipping on the back of the fence. Oh, Raymond Dormer gets loose coming out of turn 2. Kyle Frame looks to the outside.
There's a little bit of contact going down in turn.
Man, they're beating and banging. Raymond Dormer does not want to give this up. He's like, boy, this is my time to shine.
And remember, Kyle Frame was one of the ones that pitted under that caution, too. We
Kyle
have 3 to
Frame
go.
is coming up out of nowhere. 3 to go, folks.
I don't know.
And
Kyle Frame's
Patrick
gonna be
Reed
hard to
holding
hold
him.
off. I don't know. Kyle Frame's gonna be hard to hold off here. Kyle Frame just doesn't need a pusher here. Let Patrick Reed make the mistake. As he did here, he's gonna go high, and here comes Kyle Frame.
Yep, Kyle Frame for the lead. Patrick Green drops back down. He says, you know what? I've got a Daytona win. I'm in the playoffs.
As we have 2 to go here. I don't know. It's not over yet. Kyle Frame is pulling away.
One person that we have to watch is that Andrew Jones. Does he have something? He is passing Patrick Green right now. As they make contact.
I don't know. He's coming,
Everything
though.
is good.
I don't think he has enough for him. They're going to come to the white flag. White flag. 1 lap to go here.
PureMichigan 175. White flag. Folks, you love racing. This is what we come here to watch. Andrew Jones looks into turn 1. Corners. Let's hang back here. Does he have something for him?
I don't think he does. He has to sail it down into turn 3 here.
Kyle Frame into turn 3, folks. I tell you what.
Coming off of turn number 4, Kyle Frame's going to come off to the corner. And he's going to take the checkered flag here at Michigan National Speedway. Man, oh man. Andrew Jones 2nd, Ram Drummer 3rd, Brian Herford 4th, Sam Warren finished 5th. And, what a...
Not here.
It's been as a top 3, as I just mentioned. Kyle Frame will visit Andrew Payne's victory lane, Andrew Jones 2nd.
Right here.
And the Raymond Drummer 3rd.
Test. Can you hear me?
Yes, Richard.
It got so bad, folks, that my internet dropped out. I'm trying to get back into this. We're trying to figure this out. Let's go ahead. We'll take a break.
Yeah,
Let me
Andrew
get
Bird.
this. Yeah. Go
Andrew
ahead.
Bird's not happy with someone, but while he's burning it down here, we're going to take one more quick break, come back with the post-race interviews, and go through the final rundown. from Michigan International Speedways. We just concluded a Pure Michigan 175 Simpleman Game Calls Cup Series. Richard, it was it was exciting, and we didn't think Kyle Fram could get back up there after pitting with Andrew Bird. We thought he lost the race. He comes out victorious.
Everything. It was so good. My internet kicked me out. The feed stopped. iRacing stopped, and it said, "We don't want you to see this," and it just booted me. I didn't even get to see him crossing the finish line, folks. But what Jake Little tells me, it was awesome.
Yeah, I know it was a crazy finish. Andrew Jones had a hard charging effort, came up short. Raymond Dormer finishes third, and while going through that, let's go through the final rundown here. Fourth would be Brian Harford. Fifth, Sam Warren. Sixth, Andrew Bird. Seventh, Matt McLean. Eighth, Dustin Majewski. Ninth, Patrick Green. Right out the top 10 is Tim Hockenbruckner. 11th, Robert Dudley. 12th, last car on the lead lap was Chuck Phillips. Sam Niederhelm finished one lap down in 13th. Rhys James finishes 14th. Aaron Taylor 15th. Matt Cherry finishes in the 16th position. 17th, Casey Heschel, after had a really strong run here. Fortunate events took him out there. Danny Lowe 18th. Kyle Trito finishes 19th. Hunter Hines finishes 20th. Josh Sturgill 21st. Justin Epperson 22nd. Aaron Taylor finished 23rd. And Ryan Outterfield is Jordan Beck. 24th.
Wasn't there somebody? Let me go back and look at this. Had to finish 23rd or better, and they'd be locked in.
Yeah, that was I believe that was. I lost it. That was Matt McLean.
Matt McLean, yep. Matt McLean finishes 23rd or better, and he finished 7th.
So
Folks, Matt McLean's into the playoffs, mathematically locked into the playoffs. But we're not gonna fail to mention that my two picks to win the race finished in top 20s. So that kind of happens, folks. I'm not the best racer or picker, so some great racing though.
Yeah, that is.
It's only going to get better. It's only going to. I mean, we've got.
And you know where we go next week?
We got 2 short tracks left.
Yeah, Bristol. We're going to Bristol next week, and I believe Darlington after that one. I believe, right?
We got Bristol, Darlington,
and Richmond.
We got Richmond at the end. I know that for a fact.
But
that one right there, people are going to be trying to bust their way in. It's going to happen there.
But I mean, like I said, next week we head to Bristol Motor Speedway for some awesome short track race, and I honestly cannot wait for that race. But
yeah, these last it's 3. We got 3 races left. I'm sorry, folks. 3 races: Bristol, Darlington, Richmond.
That is true.
They're all. Hey, Bristol tempers going to be flaring.
Oh, for sure. And
Tempers going to be flaring.
That could be another spot where we see the 80 and Matt McLean get back at that 32 car of Andrew Bird. But anything can happen. But
I can tell you one thing: if you join us next Tuesday night at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time, we'll bring the excitement.
Yep. I am getting word that on Friday at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time, the 2018 Simpleman Game Calls Cup Series schedule will be released. So stand by for Friday, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time, where that will be released.
From Bristol. Hot topic come next week.
Yes, and Richard, I don't believe you can get back in, can you?
I cannot get back into the race, folks. It booted me. I'm looking at a precious little oceanside view right now on my laptop.
All right. Well, then unfortunately we can't do any.
Yeah, we can't bring the top 3 interviews.
Top 3 interviews in, and unfortunately, so that's gonna end tonight's broadcast.
But they got to listen to us, the two Hall of Fame announcers for Oval Racing League. I mean, come on.
But before we go, as always, Richard, any final thoughts of Michigan Speedway, the finish, or going into next week for Bristol?
Folks, if you like drama, if you like racing, if you like comedy, just tune in next Tuesday night. I know Jake Little's trying to end this, and I'm trying to drag it on. So, but yeah, Bristol next week, folks. I love it. The last great Coliseum. It's going to happen right here on Yellow Flag TV.
That is for sure. As that's going
I tell you what.
What? Go ahead, Richard.
You tell your mama, you tell your grandmama, you tell your daddy and your grandpappy that there's going to be racing next Tuesday night at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody get around that TV. It's going to be good. Me and Jake, we're going to bring the action to you live from Bristol. Oval Racing Simpleman Game Call Series. Bristol next week, folks.
That is for sure. And that being said,
Get me off this thing.
that'll conclude tonight's broadcast. Y'all have a good night.
No.